mad hard sometimes. So I go by a lot of names. On YouTube, you guys call me Joe Mark. On the court, people call me Devil Handles. But at school, everyone including my teachers like to call me Senior Curve God or Dr. Cornelius Curve. Nigga, who the fuck calls you that? Now, I'm not happy that I managed to earn this name, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't sport it like a badge of honor. Granted, I don't curve girls on purpose. And for those of you guys who live under a rock in 2018, Happy New Year's by the way. Curve means to reject somebody's obvious expression of interest, whether that be them wanting an actual relationship or them just wanting to fuck. Now, like I said, I do this by accident, so I usually don't realize that first. But trust me, when I do realize, those are the nights that my nightmares keep me up. No, I'm joking. I sleep like a baby. But when I wake up in the morning, I definitely regret it. Now, of course, before I became Senior Dr. Cornelius Curve God, I started from humble beginnings. Back in first grade when I had no clout and no sense of who I was. Oh, but don't get it twisted. I was still getting the bitches though. Now, I doubt you guys are gonna remember this, but I uploaded a video last year. And when I say last year, I mean 2016. The video was titled, He Took My Girl. And for those of you who haven't watched the video, nigga, if you don't get your ass, I'm gonna go watch that video right now. I'm not even playing around. If you don't go to that video and show me some love and support, I'm gonna drop kick you right in the booty hole. I'll make a promise to you that my toes are gonna be so far up there. Anyways, the girl I was talking about in that video was my first curve. I mean, we could sit here and argue and say that the event of that video was because I curved her, but I mean, we'll never know. Now, contrary to the fact that I curved her, I actually really liked Tia. But I mean, like, having a girlfriend in elementary school? What? That would tarnish my reputation. Now, don't get me wrong, I was still getting these girls like I was getting that paper. But, I mean, what do I look like in elementary school walking down the hallway holding a girl's hand? And you already know how boys at that age are, man. They're not sexy enough to get their own girlfriend, so they make sure the experience is a living hell for you. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are still high schoolers that do that shit too. Alright, we got sidetracked. So I don't really feel like explaining how I got into the situation where I curved her, so I'm gonna just cut the story short. Skipping to the part with the actual curve, our teacher, Miss Dick, and that was her actual name, I kid you not, Miss Big, Juicy, Veiny. Anyways, you get the point. Now, she had the whole class set up in groups, and I found myself next to Tia. On one specific, very eventful day, we ended up under our desk getting ready to kiss. Now, like I said before, I'd love to explain how I got in this situation, but even my memory before this started happening is a bit fuzzy. I don't know, maybe I popped a few perkies before I went to class. So here I am, 2 inches away from this girl's face, and right before we kiss, I'm just like, you know what? I don't know about this. You know what? On second thought, Tia, I can't do this. Marcus, you're over exaggerating. It's too late. I'm already aborting the mission. Okay, calm down and let's just.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Honestly, I don't know how she felt after I rejected the kiss. All I know is that for that whole week and the week after, I was fucked up. All I could think about in that first kiss attempt was the fact that all my dogs in class were really about to clown a nigga. Wow, these kids are really about to make me look like Pennywise out here. Now, as I said before, I had a reputation to uphold, so I didn't have a problem being like, swerve! You feel me? Well, no. More like, skirt. Well, no. More like, sway. Fuck it. Now, the next girl we're gonna talk about is a girl named Maxine, and I met her the same year I met Tia too. It's weird because I met both of them in my kindergarten year. By the way, her name's not really Maxine, I'm just calling her that for the sake of the video. Now, I know you guys are gonna say that I'm tripping right now, but I'm not gonna joke with you. I was in love with this girl at that time. Well, as far as elementary school love went, in my opinion, she was definitely the finest girl in our class. I even remember a time where I asked her for a pencil and she specifically told me not to dull the pencil. I mean, I could easily have gone like, what? It's just a pencil, calm down. But you know what? Love is stronger than logic. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really did take what she said literally, and I wrote so lightly with the pencil that if you really wanted to, you easily could have just erased it with your finger. Like, honestly, you couldn't read what I wrote. But you know what? It was all worth it because I got to see her smile when I handed that pencil back, looking sharper than when she handed it to me. Nah, but all bullshit aside, this girl showed no interest in me in kindergarten at all. At the most, I had a crush on her from afar. But you know, things took a plot twist turn when she showed interest in the Curve God. Maxine? Yes, Dr. Cornelius is ready to see you now. Now, do you remember the My Crush Obsession video that I recently posted? I was kind of ignoring her presence the whole time that was going on. I was only paying attention to Kim, and Maxine chose the wrong time to shoot her shot. 7th grade. My mom's late to pick me up at the car loop, and there are only a couple kids left at school. Maxine rolls up from the right side of me, and she starts staring at me, and I could tell because it's starting to get annoying. Now, from kindergarten to 7th grade, she gained weight, and my 17-year-old brain right now is thinking, yo, she was getting real thick. But my shallow 12-year-old brain was thinking, ugh, she's fat. So I ignored her until the whip pulled up, and I left it there looking silly. 9th grade. We're at the car loop and I'm hearing my name being called. I'm thinking I'm just high, so I don't really give it any attention at first. But as it continues, I'm just like, you know what? Let me just give this person the time of day. I turn and I see Maxine and she hides behind her friend because she's shy. So I'm like, yo, I don't have time for this shit. So I ignored her, waited for my whip to pull up, and I left it there looking silly. Don't get me wrong, my brain was developing into what it is now, and I thought she was real fine. The problem though, Kim was my priority. I had all the blueprints printed out, all the traps were set, I was saucing her up. Oh, but do keep in mind, I never actually ended up going out with Kim. I had no room for error, and unfortunately, Maxine was a huge error. Now later that year, I would make the worst mistake I've ever made in my life, and I still regret it to this day. You know what? Turn the music off. So Maxine's walking down the hallway talking to one of our mutual friends, and he comes over to me and she decides to wave at me. So there were a lot of things going through my head at that point in response to her wave, and one of the things that specifically stuck out was the fact that I wanted not to look stupid. Now any normal person would go ahead and wave back, and you're probably thinking that's what I did, but that's some mainstream shit. And I'm not a mainstream ass nigga. So I quickly formulated a plan, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna wave at her. I'm gonna sit here, stare at her dead in her eyes, and look cool. I can't even begin to explain how bad I felt when I watched her face lose all happiness as she walked into her classroom. It was at that point that I realized, yo, Maxine's been trying so hard and I put her through so much shit over these years. Since that day, she's yet to acknowledge me once, and I think she's had like 1 or 2 boyfriends. Actually, I think she's in a relationship right now. I mean, besides being fine, she's cool as fuck. And she's Damn, I fucked up. I don't even know what to say anymore. Moral of the story, there is no moral of the story. You want a moral of the story? Don't be a bitch like me. I might just go to sleep after this. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to smack the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces. Hey, but don't get it twisted. I never make a mistake like that in this day and age.